Ukraine could become the next Afghanistan for Trump. Bloomberg. The war in Ukraine may not look like the 2-decade-long disaster in Afghanistan on the surface, but it is creating similar risks and political liabilities for U.S. President Donald Trump. Bloomberg reported. It is reported that Trump promised to end the war quickly, but fulfilling this task is becoming increasingly difficult. The longer the conflict drags on, the more the U.S. president fears being held responsible for it. The reason is that many might accuse him of not doing enough to stop Putin. Trump has been leading U.S. policy for 6 months now, yet the war is still ongoing. Now, this has become his responsibility. If Putin wins during his term, Trump could face harsh criticism, says John Herbst, former U.S. ambassador to Ukraine and now working at the Atlantic Council. A comparison with Afghanistan may not be entirely accurate. The reason is that there, the U.S. had up to 100,000 troops, and during the 20-year war, nearly 2,500 American soldiers were killed. In the end, the U.S. could not stop the Taliban's activities. But Trump has so far continued to blame former President Joe Biden for this. The war in Ukraine, meanwhile, has entered its 4th year. The U.S. is mainly participating by providing military aid and supplying weapons. According to most analysts, neither the collapse of the Ukrainian government nor the possibility of Russia occupying the entire country is likely. Nevertheless, Trump continues to insist that he is not responsible for the conflict. In a meeting with NATO's Secretary General Mark Rutte, he said, "This is not my war. This is Biden's war. I'm trying to get you out of this war." Pressure opposing the U.S. leadership is increasing. Before Trump's re-election, Washington Post commentator Mark Thiessen addressed him, saying, "If you want to blame Biden for the fall of Kabul, then send military aid so you won't be held responsible if Kiev falls as well." In February 2024, President of the Council on Foreign Relations, Mike Froman, also sharply criticized Trump's desire to end the war quickly. He said that such a hasty peace would be a big mistake. He said, if the Taliban didn't like seeing American military vehicles in Kabul, just imagine Russian Abrams tanks rolling through the streets of Kharkiv. In this way, Froman warned that if Russian forces win, there is a risk they could capture the modern military equipment supplied by the U.S. Subscribe to the news channel. Don't forget to like and leave a comment. Thank you.